Hello everyone and welcome once again to a new What's Wrong With, and this time we're gonna talk about Bloodborne. Yes, Bloodborne. And let me state right off the bat, Bloodborne is a fucking incredible game. Everything that I'm going to talk about is basically the multiplayer alone, the PvE aspect, the main story, and the chalices and whatever I'm not going to rant about is a 9 or a 10. It's fucking incredible. This game is a system seller finally. This game should be played if you have a PlayStation 4. That's it. But I'm deeply disappointed in the multiplayer. I come from Demon Souls and Dark Souls and I was expecting something like that. But just right off the bat, when you begin the game, you are met with a screen that says play online or play offline, and when I saw that I said I'm fucked. The community is fucked. Because everyone who played Demon Souls and Dark Souls are going to play online, because we know how much fun it can be to like be invaded at any time when you're playing the story. But the people don't want that. The people think maybe they will like that. Maybe they will learn to like the adrenaline of being invaded. But they won't. They maybe 50% of the people who's going to come to this new game, maybe they're going to play offline because they're going to hear, oh, the people can invade me when I'm trying to do co-op and kill a boss. No way, dude. No, this shouldn't exist. The play offline shouldn't exist. It should be integrated into the game like Demon and Dark Souls did. That's the first thing you see. Second, you need the beckoning bell to even open your world to invasions. What does that mean? The beckoning bell is an item in the game that when you ring it like a bell, it opens to co-op. Another player has to ring the small resonate bell to the small resonant bell to be able to match up with you, if they can. Now, if you want to invade someone, you have to wait until someone does the beckoning bell. Someone opens their wall with the beckoning bell. And this is fucking stupid. This means that you can invade anyone at any time.
Very well.
You have to wait for them to sound the beckoning bell. You have to wait for them to want to co-op. So what is going to end up happening most of the time is that people who wants to play the game are going to be two players and you're going to be 2 versus 1. Because if you find someone alone that wants to fight, that guy wasn't doing story, that guy wasn't playing the game, that guy rang the beckoning bell so he could get a duel. Just that plain and simple. And on top of that, both players can heal, which is really not a major issue. The thing is that the item that can make them not be able to heal, the way that the animation works of throwing that item is just fucking stupid. You're never gonna hit that guy, so it might as well not exist. So it's going to be a long drag out fight if both know how to heal. You can get a parry when they trying to heal, but the frames that you can actually hit to get a parry are so close together that it's going to be insanely difficult. So right off the bat, if you are the invader, you have 30% less HP. Yes, as you heard, you have 30% less HP. Why? I don't fucking know. I have no fucking idea. And this happened in Demon Souls actually. When you were the invader, excuse me, you had 30% less HP, but you have an item where you could have 20% more attack power than the host. So that kind of balances out, because yes, you had less HP, but you hit harder than the host. Here you had 30% less and you hit the same as the host. And most of the times, if you find people playing the game, they're going to be 2 versus 1. And you're going to see in my video that I had a 2 versus 1. The single one invasion that I got. And I almost won it. I end up losing it, but I almost won it. So, is it a big deal? When you think of the beckoning bell stuff, yes. Because, look at it like this. These are just closed doors. These are complications that the system puts on you. Because, first there is the complication of play offline. Right off the bat, a lot of people are playing offline. And maybe never experiencing online world. Because when they try to, they're not gonna get fucking invaded or invasions anyway. But that's coming later. Then you have the beckoning bells, a system that's mind-boggling. Fucking horribly designed. When someone have to ring a bell in order for you to invade him. Yes, there are some zones that are designated by the developers as invasion zones because they are called nightmare zones. And you don't need to have rung the beckoning bell in those areas. You have to just ring the small sinister bell and you can invade anyone, like in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. But how many areas of this exist in the game? 2 areas. 2 fucking areas, and one of them is a fucking disaster to invade. It's just a bad area to invade. It's full of monsters, full of poison, and generally a bad area. 2 of, I don't know, 20 areas that the games have, 30. Can you start to see the problems here? And I'm not even naming the biggest one. If the invasions were instant, even with the beckoning bell that had to be rang, and even fighting 2 people at the same time, the game is fun. But why the game doesn't work now? Why the game PvP aspect is broken now? Because it just doesn't work. The matchmaking doesn't work. You spend 20 minutes, as you're seeing in the video, you spend 20 fucking minutes waiting for one fucking summon, and maybe they're just disconnecting, maybe they're entering a boss fog, and then you have to wait another 20 minutes or 30, and maybe you won't get it. I got 1. I have 3 characters, 150, 170 and 100. The same experience on all 3. Something is not working, guys. Either is the new firmware from Sony that's fucking shit up. It already fucked the AI of some bosses, I heard. If you leave the game on for like, no, I don't know how many hours. It could be fucking the matchmaking system. Or either is that, or either is this fucking mess of a invading system and PvP system. Guys, if everything that I just explained to you sounds mind-boggling, it sounds weird and complicated, it's because it is. And it is for me. That I'm considering myself a veteran of these games. I started with Demon Souls. So much fun with evasions. Dark Souls, so much fun with evasions. Dark Souls 2, a lot of fun with evasions at the early days. before the Hado monsters started to appear and you realized that you could invade a level 500 or 300 and you were trying to not go over 150 or 120. No meta there, and you could have a character that do everything, just effectively eliminating builds. We have the builds. Then come to Bloodborne. We have the builds. You cannot remake a build. You fuck it up, you start again. So we have to make the builds again. That's good. But there are so many closed doors for us to access multiplayer. First, the play online, play offline. Second, the beckoning bell. Third, the health decrease. Why do we get punished for invasion? For invading? And finally, the matchmaking is not working. It's just not fucking working, guys. Look, the way that you connect to another people is like Dark Souls and Demon Souls. They didn't do soul memory. It's your level plus 10 levels and everything, 10% of everything of your level on top of the 10 levels. And it can go up or down. You couldn't do that in Demon Souls or Dark Souls. If you were level 100, you couldn't invade a 90, an 80. Now you can. So we should be getting a lot more invasions now than before. But because of the fucking play offline and because of the fucking beckoning bell, we don't. Or it's something else, something obscure that needs to be patched. But right off the bat, this fucking thing doesn't work, and I'm going to now say how easy can all be fixed. Just eliminate. First, they're not gonna eliminate the play offline, so I'm not gonna ask for that. They just don't. If they do, they will be like, oh my god, it will be awesome. But they're not gonna do that. So, this is the only thing that you guys have to do. Eliminate the beckoning bell for invasions. Eliminate the beckoning bell to have to go through to get an invasion. Have the beckoning bell for someone who wants to co-op only, and the small resonant bell for someone who wants to join that person. But leave the sinister resonant bell to be ranked at whatever you want and invade whoever is playing online, who is close to your level range. There! Fixed it! I just fixed it with that. That small little change fixed everything. Are they going to do it? I don't know. I hope so. The game has a potential to be as fun as Dark Souls and Demon Souls, but it's just a mess now. And don't even get me started on Covenants, guys. Don't even get me started on Covenants, because really the Covenants are just another way to frustrate you. First of all, they are not easy to get. You get them at the end of quests. Now you remember, Demon Souls didn't have Covenant, but Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 have Covenants. How did you join them? Fucking easy, like you approach the NPC and you join them and they explain what you have to do. And for the rewards, yes, maybe there was a little exploration and experimentation with what rewards gave you what. But there were like 5 to 7 Covenants. I mean, so much Covenants to have fun, especially in Dark Souls. In Bloodborne we have 3. The first one is going to be Hunter of Hunters, most likely. And the leader of this Covenant gives you the Covenant when she actually dies. at the end of the quest she fucking dies. So there's not gonna be rewards to be on this covenant. And I'm going to read you from the wiki the only gimmick that this covenant has. It appears, because no one really knows, it appears that when a hunter of hunters joins a fellow member of this covenant, that means that when you co-op with someone being in this covenant and the other person also being in this covenant, it has a chance of making them an adversary rather than a co-op partner. So that sounds cool, right? And I've been on Hunter x Hunters. I've been doing co-op. And asked them later, were you a Hunter of Hunters too? And they say yes. And I never became an adversary. Never became an adversary. So again, it sounds cool, but it doesn't fucking works. Then you have two more covenants. One of them is another end of quest thing. Again, you have to go through the entire game to even be able to be part of the executioners. And the worst one, the Biobloods, you have to discover an optional castle, a total optional castle, defeat an optional boss, and speak to the queen of that castle, and you will become a Bioblood. Now, Biobloods and executioners are on ends to each other. They are hostile to each other. So, in theory, if you are a Bioblood and you invade an executioner, of course, you're going to get some kind of reward, because actually the NPC of the Biobloods is alive and of the executioners is also alive. The rewards are stupid and shit for both covenants. So if you were of the people who complained that covenants in Dark Souls were fun but there were not enough rewards, you're going to be let down by this. There's not a single fucking thing to do. I mean, just pick Hunter of Hunters and invade that, because even this is another point. Imagine, this is not confirmed, but imagine if being a Bioblood doesn't let you invade people that are not executioners. Or vice versa. Imagine if you are an executioner but you only can invade Biobloods. An obscure covenant that you can only reach at the latest stages of the game in an optional area that you have to discover that is not easy to discover. Imagine if there is a restriction with this covenant system. If there is one, is contributing with all these other fucking things that are already named to making this mind-boggling bad PvP system that we have now. Just be Hunter of Hunters and invade with that. It works. With that it works. But you'll have to wait 20 minutes. That doesn't change. That's still the same. And we don't have a forest to have that amazing thing of the forest of the Hunter Forest of Dark Souls 1, when you have the gankers and the invaders, the forest defenders. A beautiful dynamic that kept the game playing for years. We don't have a thing like that. We don't have a forest like that. We don't have a covenant like that. The covenants are shit. The PvP doesn't work. So really, from software, if you want to do your part, even if it is like DLC, give us covenants that actually do stuff. It would be better in a patch anyway, not another cash grab, please. Give us an incentive to be in part of this covenant. And if there is a restriction of invasion between covenants, get it out. Get it out. Let me be a Vileblood and kind of invade a Vileblood. Like you could be a Dark Wraith and invade a Dark Wraith in fucking Dark Souls. So at this time, yeah, this doesn't work. The matchmaking doesn't work. You wait 20 minutes, you don't get invaded. You invade and someone disconnects or does the boss because he was doing co-op anyway, so they both rush the boss and you disconnect. And if you happen to have a fight, it's going to be 2 versus 1 if the people are going through the level. If you are very lucky, maybe they didn't get the summon before you invaded, so it's probably 1 versus 1. And most of the times it's because the other person wants to duel. And if the other person wants to duel, is close to the lamp, which is like a bonfire, so they are not going to be fun shit happening, like you invading someone that's doing the level and you have the opportunity to be a fucking asshole or to be an honorable dude and wait for him to kill the monsters to face you, or he's going to escape and you're going to have to chase him, or he's going to hide and you're going to have to find him. None of that is actually happening right now. The only thing that is happening are waiting. The PvP is a waiting game. And there is not a single game in history that makes you wait and is fun. And the end goal of this is that it's going to die. People are going to get tired because when they actually going to play offline, they're going to find out that it's like playing offline. You can't get invaded, you can't get invasions, you can't get PvP. The covenants are shit. They don't really work as anything good. So why the fuck are you fucking playing after you finish all the PvE, right? They're gonna move on. Witcher 3 comes out real soon. Batman is gonna come out. God of War 3 Remaster is gonna come out. People are gonna move on. They're gonna move on. Even Scholar of the First Sin, who is a fucking cash grab, at least you have fucking instant invasions in that game, right? You don't have to wait 20 fucking minutes. So the point of all this rant is I can't fucking believe that Miyazaki did this. If someone would have said Miyazaki is going to create a worse system than Dark Souls 2, I would have said, no, I don't believe you, I can't believe you, the dude knows what he's doing. And in PvE and history and game mechanics and art direction and enemy design and bosses and everything else, is a visionary. This game is fucking incredible. But it's like they gave the PvP to Team B again, like, and they found a way to fuck it up even worse. So again, I gave you the fix from software. Make the beckoning bell not a requirement to be invaded. If someone is playing online, you just make the sinister bell ring and you can get invaded. You can get an invasion from anyone, regardless if their beckoning bell is ranked or not. Make all zones, not only nightmare zones, make all zones invadable, and make the beckoning bell like a bell for co-op only. That's it. Just do that from software, and then we can find out if the matchmaking actually improves, or if it's still a piece of shit because you ruined it with Play Offline, or if it's still a piece of shit because Sony ruined it with the firmware, with some fucking weird reason that fucks up Bloodborne. But someone has to do something because the game really, even at Twitch, the people are getting annoyed and bored of waiting. So now is the time to do something, guys. Now, when the game is still selling, not 2-3 months from now. In 1 month, Witcher 3 is gonna come out and people are going to be playing that. Now is the time to patch these things out, fix the bells, fix that fucking horrible system. At least fix the bells. At least. So, okay, that was what's wrong with Bloodborne. I'm highly disappointed, as you can see, with the matchmaking system and with the PvP. That's why you haven't seen any PvP in my channel, simply because I'm not gonna waste a fucking day trying to get 5 or 6 PvP together. So a lot of projects are coming to the channel. DMC Gods Must Die Definitive Edition, Witcher 3 when it comes out, I'm going to cover it extensively. Some old games maybe are coming too. Some walkthroughs, some playthroughs. Scholar of the First Sin is cancelled. Sorry guys, but I'm not participating in that cash grab. I gave it more thought about it, and no, I'm not doing the cash grab. So that's cancelled, but we're going to have a lot of surprises and a lot of cool and fun games. And hopefully we're going to have a lot of PvP if they fix it. So yeah, this was what's wrong with Bloodborne. I hope you guys liked it and it wasn't too much of a boring video. So I'll see you soon on the next project, guys. Thank you for watching and take care.